Okay, so my topic is profile of orbital mucormycosis patients in Haryana in view of COVID-19 scenario. And Pandit B.D. Sharma, PGIMS Rohtak, has borne the brunt of this, all of it. And so we come to our, it's not moving.
You have to click on the slideshow, which is down here.
Okay, so the country has reported more than 30,000 cases and over 2,000 deaths by mucormycosis so far. And profile shows that disproportionately Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana and Telangana have faced the brunt. Out of Haryana, the districts which are more affected had been Gurgaon, Hisar, Faridabad and Rohtak also because of PGI here. As we see on 14th May, we had 27 cases, and right after 1 month, on 14 June, we have 1,300 cases, and the death toll also seems to be 37 cases in around first week of May and has gone up to 124 cases. In Rohtak, we have 254 patients right now, COVID plus non-COVID, and I'm presenting a data of 224 patients in the non-COVID wards, which I'm looking after. So considering the vast strength of these patients, a mucormycosis committee was made consisting of ENT, eye medicine, anesthesia, microbiology department. I'll just cover the clinical spectrum, diagnostic and treatment review profile. Age-wise, we have seen that 46% patients were in the age range of 41 to 60 years, and the range was less than 20 to more than 80 years. As far as the gender is concerned, males were more affected, 66%. The male gender more preponderance because of the associated greater severity of COVID-19 in them and greater outdoor exposure in them. Coming to the potential risk factors, oxygen, 73% patients showed no oxygen support, and it was found that contaminated oxygen may not be the driver of infection. Similarly, remdesivir and tocilizumab may not have played the role, but yes, corticosteroids have been malign, and the allegation is not totally ill-founded. In our study, 69% patients were seen to be using the steroids, and irrational and injudicious use of corticosteroids was one of the reasons. The main reason what we found was diabetes mellitus. 121 patients who were newly diagnosed, and 121 patients were the old diabetic uncontrolled, and 69 patients were newly diagnosed, and total 190 patients. 85% patients were showing diabetic status uncontrolled, and the risk of mucormycosis is 7.5 times higher in diabetics than the general population. The RT-PCR status was negative in 47%, while positive had confirmed 53%. And the duration, we found that in 56% of the patients, it was presenting within the 14 days of their COVID recovery, while in 43% it was in more than 14 days. While in 6 patients, Deloitte ROCM was there 3 months post-COVID, showing that at least 3 months we should be taking care of these patients. It can present anytime. Unilateral involvement in 71%, bilateral 4%, and no involvement in 25%. There were multiple features in our presentation. The symptoms which were most common were orbital edema in 40% patients, orbital pain in 32%, also with nasal discharge, loss of vision, proptosis, and ptosis. I'll just go through the patients which presented to us. You can see these patients with facial edema, nasal crusting, palatal erosion, ptosis which was unilateral to bilateral with complete to partial ophthalmoplegia, proptosis, chemosis, tight globe ophthalmoplegia was there. Sorry, sir, please allow me 2 minutes more because I started a little late. Frozen globe was there, then periorbital discoloration, Ishar formation was there. Primary signs, PL negative was seen in 35 patients.
Requesting you to please conclude, ma'am. Really sorry.
Okay.
You have to conclude your presentation.
Okay, I'm concluding. Just give me to CRO was present in 35 patients. Imaging was seen. MRI contrast was done. Staging, it was seen that 61 patients were having PNS plus orbit. The treatment regime that we followed was IV amphotericin. Then this FES was done. You're not allowing me to continue my screen, I think. Stop.